And post. All right. As Encore said. All right. Hello, everyone. As per usual, it's going to take a little bit of time for people to get in here. But, yeah, we're here. For those of you all who are looking at the VOD, it is us in the flesh, in the skin. You know.
Flesh jiggling.
Exactly. So, for those of you all who have not met Miss Life before, it's been a little bit since she's been on. You might end up doing this again, mind you, but, you know, just say hi for the people, the early people.
Hi, early people. I'm Miss Life.
And so, this was like the little announcement that we just, that I posted about an hour ago. We are officially here. We wanted to talk about, honestly, like, there's a lot happening. Hey, hi.
Hey.
Purpose and Progress PGN. Great friend of the channel.
Well, hello. Welcome.
Let's see. So today, a couple things have happened actually.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? How you doing, Jatam? Let's see. Just checking something real quick. All right, there we go. So, we're going to be checking out the Resonator showcase, combat showcase for cartethiya. Apparently, there's some pretty cool stuff in there. Mm-hmm. So, I'm just pulling up one thing real quick. Okay. Notes. There we go. Bam.
Yo, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
I like the things you do. Hey, Tony. No, you know.
Cartwheel combat showcase. Exactly.
Woo.
Yeah, I'm going to switch this up a little bit. Bam.
Wham, bam.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. So, like I said, we have this. A little bit later, we're going to check this out. I think they posted some stuff for 2.4 as well that we were going to look at on Twitter. And then I wanted to have a conversation today, which there's never a bad time to have Miss Life on the stream. Ever. But I thought it was a particularly good time to have her on the stream today to have that conversation. I wanted to talk about the story. For Wuthering Ways, the direction that I believe is going to go. This is going to be more of like a casual conversation. And we're going to have a couple other conversations as we get closer to launch. But yeah, that's the plan. So we can check this out first and we'll go from there. I know the Xbox showcase also happened. We actually did watch that today on the... basically we watched today. I'm gonna say on the couch,
on the couch.
Yeah,
our house
where we watch things.
Yep.
But yeah. That's so we checked that out. Now let's say, hopefully, I think I need to turn this down a little bit. Let's see. I'm gonna turn this down to, let's say, right here. All right, that should be good. There's still a PC gaming show. Oh, it's currently on right now? Oh, okay. Interesting. There's a lot happening. I know that the Xbox Live Direct was happening. Okay. Well, shoot, who knows? Maybe we'll check that out while we're getting the stream started. See if there's anything of note on there. But, yeah, like I said, so we're going to check this out first and then go from there. That's the plan. All right. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Let me start from the beginning. Okay, so
the anime is anime.
Yeah, but to say they've had this trend. It seems. I want to say, did it start with Zani?
It might have started a little. It was like, I felt like Brant might have had a little bit.
I don't think he had an animated combat showcase.
I don't know, but let's go. I want to watch it.
I feel like maybe it was Zani, who started hers off
He
like with anime. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, transition.
Right.
It me. I am the same.
This looks so good.
This sword shall follow your will.
Oh, okay, new enemies.
You won't
As you should.
Fair.
purge the impure.
Okay, girl. Pose.
Pose.
True form.
So listen.
Okay, music.
Exonerate.
Oh my gosh, this music is really good. It's really
If that's how
good.
you exonerate people, just don't commit crimes, people.
What do you say?
If that's how you exonerate people, just don't commit crimes.
I'm telling you. Just don't
do it. Okay.
Let's see.
Tides, rise and crash.
Yeah, I agree. Don't commit crimes in Wuthering ways. It's not gonna work out for you.
Unless you're a rover, I guess.
My blade.
Still like one of the coolest animations for an attack I've ever seen.
Oh, I can't see a shadow at the bottom. I see the graphics.
Oh.
Your time has long passed.
Oh.
Gosh, I hate. Okay, first off, I don't like the Sentinel fake snake voice. Oh, it freaks me out. At least with skin crawl.
Yeah, I think that was the point, and I think they did a really good job of making that happen.
Yeah.
Kush said hello, by the way.
Hello, Push.
Bianca and Cartwheel in the same month. PGR and why you good? I'm telling you.
That's wild.
Hey, what's up, Lotus? How you doing? That's your wife or friend? This is my wife.
I'm his wife.
Yes, this is Miss Life.
Yes.
We have been married for 6 years.
Yeah.
And counting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we've been married for 6 years. We've known each other, like been together. How many years?
It's like 12.
12?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So we've been, yeah. So basically, yeah. We're officially about to, by next year, we'll be.
We'll be more years married than dating.
Yeah, more years married than dating, basically. Right now it's 50-50.
It's 50-50 now.
We've known each other for 13 years.
Yeah.
Though. So we knew each other for a year. Then we got together. And then
we got married.
We got
6 years after
married 6 years later. Congratulations.
thank
I wish you both a great and happy life. Thank you so much, Zero.
Thank you, Zero. And
Appreciate
nice to meet you too, Daniel.
And we got BitX. BitX in the chat.
House.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? What's good?
Yeah, so I mean, first of all, I think the music is one of the big things I would say. And right now we're using like a split headphone situation, so we can't even hear.
Very well.
Got we can't even hear like it with two headphones, but I could already hear like a good bit of it, and I was like, okay, no, this is really good.
Yeah, we moved recently, so we can't find our actual headphone splitter yet.
Yeah, we
it's
have
in a box
one
somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just in a box somewhere.
We kind of did this stream on a whim, like me coming.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of on a whim, her coming. So
we didn't find it. We didn't prepare for it.
Yeah, we didn't prepare for the splitter, as you can see.
Hey, Fiery, how you doing?
She doesn't realize that I'm copying everywhere.
No, I realized. I was like, well, how long are you gonna do that?
How long am I gonna do that?
All right, let me just not talk.
Okay. What's up, Fiery? How you doing? Yeah, so
You won't escape.
I think just kind of like to look at this a little bit clearer. First of all, this was really nice.
It's very beautiful. It's the gilded gold name, like everything about. I'm a graphic designer, like by degree, so like seeing beautiful graphics, it just plays a huge role in the overall experience for me. So even like at the end with their logo, with the shadow, the reflective shadow at the bottom, I thought was very nice. It's a very nice touch. It's right there.
Yeah, this is like what they've been doing, I think, since the anniversary started, where they've kind of had this thing going on that was good. Now make it on Paint. Oh my gosh.
Not Paint. Yo, so I've seen some amazing things on Paint. If you work hard enough, you can do it.
Somebody made a giant Fleur-Lee statue in Minecraft.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It was insane. It was a giant Fleur-Lee statue. I want to see if I bookmarked it. It was huge, and then they also rendered or made, what is that, Raguna. Let me see. Did I bookmark it? Yep, here it is.
Oh man,
Let me show y'all. This was wild. This was absolutely wild.
it's like Minecraft or paint is a labor of love. I think if you make something actually beautiful.
Let's see. Where's bookmarks? Okay, here you go. Bookmark.
Rottweiler.
This right here.
Yo, who made this? This is a good question.
I was like, I was like, okay.
Legs.
What is this? Okay, legs. Got it. And I didn't see the place in the background. And I'm like, oh.
That's really cool.
This is Minecraft, right?
It is Minecraft.
Yeah, this is Minecraft. Okay, you can do just about anything in Minecraft somehow. Yeah.
That dark shadow on across her face is crazy though when they back up. It's just
Yeah, you're right, because the light isn't hitting it.
Yeah, that's really crazy. Like, dang, indeed. Dang.
I was blown away.
Okay, wow, that's big. Exactly. Okay, what kind of PC do you have to have?
To render all of this. And it wasn't even like skipping.
No, it wasn't.
You know, like it wasn't like struggling to run at like whatever FPS this is.
That's beautiful, honestly. Minecraft is amazing. Hey, Life, what's up?
This
Frosty
is crazy.
Spark. Hello, Frosty.
Hey, what's up, Frosty?
And then CC
And then they got the
here.
city as well. You said what?
CC Lotus here.
Yeah, Lotus. Yep. Yeah, this is insane. This is absolutely insane.
Yeah, honestly.
So big ups to them for sure.
Hey, Goku.
Hey, what's up, Goku?
Goku.
Yeah, all in all, like I said, much respect.
So much gratification.
Legitimately.
I can't with not let anymore.
There's just too much. Oh, you re-downloaded it to try it out? Did you watch Dragon Ball? Is that what you're saying, Goku? Did you watch Dragon Ball? RTX 5090 and a kidney less to run that. I'm telling you. I mean, yeah, I've seen Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super.
Okay.
I can't promise you I remember every bit of it, but I definitely watched it. I even watched Dragon Ball GT. Yeah, you can see like the reflection right here.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
Now, what I'm also interested in is where is she right now?
She looks like she's on the square, like where the opera is. Oh wait, no.
This wall is,
or is it
not familiar, so this must be outside of Septimont,
Maybe
I guess.
Outside of Septimont.
Yeah.
It makes sense for it not to be in Laguna, considering where we're going.
I5,
Ray tracing in the animation. I know.
RTX 2050 will run it easy. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you can't run Minecraft. I'm talking about with all of that detail. That's what I was curious
If
about.
you broke it with dynamite, it would probably crash, though.
It's the dock, I think. I mean, yeah, Septimont, I think, is probably the case, yeah.
Yeah.
They put ray tracing, yeah.
It looks great.
This sword shall follow your
And then
will.
this right here, transition to that, is just beautiful, too. Like, they did a really good job with these renderings.
Yeah, I always love seeing. So this is just a personal thing for me. I really love fighting. I mean, not to mention the rest of this is in Septimont, so it makes sense. But I really like fighting human-like enemies because they're easy to like juggle. Usually,
okay.
They usually make the human enemies easy to juggle, and it's just fun.
They're so disrespectful.
If you have 16 gigabytes with it, true.
I feel like juggling humanoid enemies is just the most disrespectful thing. It's just like, can I stand up, please? No.
No, you're not allowed. We don't do that here.
No.
Yeah, this city looks so gorgeous,
Good
and like
day.
we have like some small. What do you say?
Sway is SWE? Sway? Is that how you?
Oh yeah. Good day, y'all.
Hello.
Yeah, I say sway.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say good day, but good day. You know what
Go
I mean?
men. Hey.
Go men aside.
Amanai. Go men. Amanai. Let's see. I hope to see work with. I hope to see it can work with Phoebe and Rover. Wait, what are we talking about? I re-downloaded it just to enjoy the main story quest, though. Had some drop-offs, but I enjoyed it. But they really didn't want you exploring that place without limited characters. Yeah, that's the problem. Like when you go from Wuthering Waves, where you literally can fly, to Genshin, it's not Lan specifically. Yeah, it gets a little bit rough. It does.
Yeah.
It definitely makes you feel like I made a video about this one time, and it's just like I'll use the same analogy that I used in the past. there was a professional Overwatch player, and he played Genji. And when they nerfed Genji, who used to be able to like jump, run up a wall, then jump off, and I think he could even double jump after jumping up off of a wall. They nerfed him to where he couldn't do that sort of stuff anymore.
Kind of ruined the whole Genji play.
I mean, he's still good, but it was just...
You took away something. Like, when you take away something and make it a little less... Like, it doesn't mean he's not good, but he could have been better, and you just took something away from him.
Yeah, but it needed to happen.
I feel you.
Because it was just not balanced. Like, he was way too strong. But the point is that the professional player basically said, I feel like you took away my legs.
My legs!
That's what he said. And are you guys dating or siblings? We are married.
Neither one of those.
We are married. This is my wife. Was that not in the title? I think I just said Miss Life. Yeah, it says MRS, like Ms. Life. But
also Bedex said this is literally her rotation animation. Like, this is her rotation in the showcase.
Oh, they're doing her rotation in this showcase? Mm-hmm. I just noticed. Oh, okay, nice. All right, well, keep that in mind. And it's sad because I really loved Fontaine Exploration. Yeah, exactly, because everybody, like the swimming was a bit quicker and everything. Yeah, like, so this is what I would say. If you want to enjoy now, I will say this. Aoife was actually really good. The character for Genshin, Aoife, he's a 4-star. If you didn't get him though, yeah, it's gonna suck.
I want a figurine of her just doing that.
Oh, a figurine of her like that? Yeah, that actually would be
cool. Really nice.
By the way, Miss Life is a dancer as well.
I used to dance.
You could still dance.
Period.
Okay, so she used to dance. She could still dance if she wanted to. It's not like it's been that long since you danced.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say what? 2 years?
It was I think it was last year.
Last year? Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, last year. Look, she could. She has danced for many years. I'll just say that she's danced for many years.
It gets harder as you get older, but hey.
Happy life, literally, eh?
Thank you, Goku.
Absolutely.
What type of dance? I did modern dance, ballet. I've practiced African jazz, hip hop, Horton. So it's like a mix, like mainly modern though. It's a foundation. Knees, am I right? Yep. You got that. I wore knee pads the last time I danced, so yeah.
Yeah.
Tony's comment was funny on Twitch.
We are Gacha gamers. We don't read.
I really love that screenshot of her like Sailor Moon.
Yeah, like this.
Iridescent. Like that's kind of. I didn't watch a lot of Sailor Moon growing up, so I'm not like a diehard Sailor Moon fan. But I love the color scheme of it. Like, it's like galaxy in the background.
This right here, yeah, it's like beautiful. It's really cool. Aw, appreciate
that's so
you.
Sweet.
Thank you so much, Goku.
That's really kind. Oh, you ripped my
I am so sorry. I wish that Genshin put more love to the game and passion and creativity and take quality of life more better. The thing is, like, Genshin, and we're going to get to that in a second. We're going to get to the Genshin stuff in a second. Mm-hmm. Genshin has improved in some regards. This is my personal opinion. I don't blame the artists. I blame the company. Huge difference. I think the artists do a good job with what they have to work with. The issue is the company, the people, the CFO, the chief financial officer at Hoyo. That's where the real problem is. That's who you blame. That's the person, like, you blame that person because their whole point is money. You're blaming that person because their goal is, we need to keep this story dragging for as long as we possibly can. We need to milk this cow. And they got so deep into the milking of the cow that they nod cry. Nod cry is literally...
You're getting ahead of yourself because I'm going to start talking.
Yeah, so I don't want to... Yeah, point being, I think that their developers are very much capable. It's just money is the top priority. And so as a result, passion gets kind of pushed to the wayside.
Right. It's always blame the company. The devs are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, I've been in that position as well, like working for a business where you don't have any say in any real business decisions, especially because leadership, like people who make the money or hold the money make all the decisions. You can have as much passion as a worker as you want, and it could still fail because someone higher up is calling the shots, and some of those shots might be ruining the whole experience. Like, it's a trickle down effect. So it's just like, we're doing this, we're down here doing our best and having passion for what we're doing, but there's only so much we can affect in this bubble where all this stuff is happening up here.
Yep.
It's just how it is.
As unfortunate as it is, Subject said that's true. One of my favorite games got remade and the art got all changed to AI.
Oh.
Actually, the DLC got announced for it and it still uses AI.
That
Dang.
sucks.
They're a $1 billion company. People say that I'm being hard on them, but they have a lot of money. We should have more expectations. No, 100%.
No.
Who are you pulling for the future? Goku, I have every single character in Wuthering Waves. I have every single character, and I plan to get every single character. I just noticed Cartethiya's Laurel is asymmetrical as opposed to Fleur de Lis's. There was the same visual in Septimont's teaser a while back.
Oh, wait. Her Laurel is asymmetrical? I think I would have noticed something like that. Hold on.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. So this is...
That's the Laurel.
Yeah, this is her Laurel.
Yes.
True form revealed at last.
Okay.
Do you mean like because like one goes up and one goes down versus this one being equal?
Like this one's going like this.
Yeah, this one goes like this,
And I
whereas
can't
hers
see the
goes
whole
like
thing though.
this.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Then, if that's what you mean.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I wondered if that was because when we first were playing the game and we first saw them as characters and we were trying to differentiate, like who was the bad one, who was the good one, who was the Resonator for the Trinodian. It was like to make them slightly different.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like
To me, though, I've always said that this is not a laurel in the first place.
yeah, it's not. It's not actually. It's a crown of thorns.
Like when I first saw her, I was like, "That's not even a laurel." Even when Rover got it on their head, it was like, "That's not a laurel."
Yeah, we got a crown of thorns.
We got a crown of thorns.
Because laurels have leaves on them, you know. Got everything like. I've just been strategic. S5 Roshia, S6 Zani, F to P, exactly. Hey, Mystics, how you doing?
Oh, Mystics! Woo!
Absolutely F to P. I am an honorary F to P, absolutely. My S5 Roshia and S6 Zani. Yeah, I fell for the Laurel propaganda. No, legit, like, I don't know if they're doing it symbolically or if it's intentional.
I think it's all my years of growing up watching like Christian-based content and just seeing the crown of thorns and just looking at it. I'm like, that's a crown of
Clearly
thorns.
a crown of thorns,
Crown of
exactly.
thorns. Like that's why I looked at it as.
And the thing is, though, what's interesting, right? What's interesting is that we actually do see a crown of thorns. I mean, a laurel.
Laurel.
There is a laurel in the game. It's just we haven't seen it on an actual character.
Right.
Right here. In this
Let me find out.
thing right here.
One rules the sky.
This is
and the
where,
other the seas.
Carlotta is talking about that.
Under-
Yeah, it's all clearly
there,
that's a laurel.
You see leaves
Yeah.
right here.
Huh.
They do exist.
They're
Doing
kinda
great.
sharp, though.
Half today off, so chilling before playing Expedition 33.
Ooh, listen, I can't wait for us to get back on that because I actually really like that game.
Yeah, Expedition 33 is amazing, everybody. I have a series that I'm working on for the game. I put the video out for the prologue. 2.4 obviously is going to be really big, so I'm going to be doing a lot with 2.4 of Wuthering Waves, but then we're going to be getting it back into Expedition 33, as well as, like I said, making videos for it and such. But yeah.
Wait, I'm trying to think about the fact that since cartethiya wasn't, and I hope this isn't like a place to not say things that have already happened in the game.
Oh yeah, if you have not played the story, then I don't know why you're here. Not trying to be rude, but we literally said let's talk story.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, you should be free to talk about whatever you want to talk about.
I wonder if she wears a crown of thorns because of the Trinodian situation and how she got, basically it was supposed to be Cantarella, so maybe if it had been, it would have been an actual laurel instead of a crown of thorns.
So the thing is,
I'm going to disclaim I don't know everything about the game.
No, that's
I've
cool.
watched the main story.
And I think that's actually one of the cool things because you might have questions that I could answer that somebody else might have had a question about too.
Right.
So the thing is, the crown was meant to control her.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why at the end of the 2.2 story, they asked her, Rover was like, why do you still have that crown on?
Right.
And she was like, I want to keep it as a reminder.
It's sorry.
What?
Whenever people do that, it kind of bugs me. Okay,
really?
It's kind of like I'm an Inuyasha fan. It's like kind of like when Inuyasha keeps wearing the beads of subjugation after he doesn't need to be subjugated anymore, and it's like, oh, it's a reminder. A reminder of what? That you get smashed into the ground. I was like,
Okay. Sit, boy, sit.
I'm like, you don't need the reminder for that. I don't know. But like, I feel like as somebody who's like, break the shackles off my feet so I can dance.
Yeah.
Take off that crown of thorns.
That's fair. He likes it. It's fine.
He likes it. Yo, that's crazy. I'm gonna drink to that one.
But yeah, no, yeah. So that's the reason why she has the laurel in the first place. Well, the crown of thorns.
Yeah.
I think that it's possible that in the past there really was a legitimate laurel that the Sentinel gave people.
Yeah.
But to keep up the charade or charade, depending on how you want to pronounce it, to keep it up, the abomination, i.e. the the combination of the Sentinel, the Sentinel, the Thronodian overtaken Sentinel kept that thing going because then people would obviously think something was fishy.
It's like you just, it's a fake Gucci bag.
You know?
It's a fake Gucci bag. It's like, oh, that's real. And is that Alfred or Varka? I don't know how your name. You have like 3 names.
Alvar.
So Alvar. It's because it's a symbol of their meeting or something that they learned. I mean, you could take it like that.
No, yeah. I mean, that's kind of her opinion. Like the Therodian changed the laurel. Yeah.
What's your favorite Resonator and favorite team comp? You're talking
roll out the red carpet for I Am Here. What's up, Koma?
I am here.
What's your favorite Resonator and favorite team comp? I mean, I could answer that, but I'll let you answer first in terms of maybe probably that team comp. But I mean, if you have one, sure. But who's your favorite Resonator?
Who's my favorite Resonator? Like based on moveset or story? That's my question or like how they look. So like I could
answer all of them then.
Okay. Man, it's hard because every time games like this they bring out new characters, you switch up my whole life changes. So like I really like Carlotta. I think she's a really cool character, especially with her background, what she means to Raguna. I like Cartethiya a lot too. I think she's a really cool, like a well-designed character. Very like even when we just watched her trailer, I just love seeing all the colors, all the different versions of blues with the whites and the blonde. I was just like, oh, it's very pure and beautiful. But then you get her dark side, and it's just she's got the duplicitous nature of her makes her a really interesting character, and the reason she is the way she is, like with the Thronodian background as her foundation for our story, I'm just like, she's an interesting character. So I really like her, but I do like Carlotta as well.
I think Carlotta is a really good pick for that too, because like I think Carlotta has one of the best designs in Gacha.
Oh yeah, her color scheme is amazing.
It's insane, and the history behind how they even got to Carlotta's design is like she literally had like 3 iterations, you know?
Ooh, that's a good comment, Mystics. Carlotta plays like how I imagine Silk would translate. Like, no, legit. Like, she's so smooth. Her flips and how she like goes across screen. Yeah. And it's like after images. I'm just like, ooh, she's fancy. And the crystal imagery, she's super fancy.
Fact that her hair turns to crystal when her forte's active.
She's just freaking fancy. We like her.
Yeah.
Okay.
We like her.
We like her. She can sit with us. You know what I'm saying? No, she can run the whole crew.
Sorry to say, but Cal Carada is way better. Oh my gosh!
Honestly, if I see the back of Carlotta and turns around and it's Cal Carada's face with like the Resonator symbol across the forehead, I would be like, oh, good heavens! Good heavens!
Carlotta, Jeja, and Shorekeeper. Yeah, that's the team right there.
Okay.
Carlotta's like 4 feet tall.
Listen, I'm like 4 feet tall. I'm not. I'm 5. But
speaking of her skin, could have been so good. Yeah, I think her skin. What did you think about her skin? Did you see the trailer for the swimsuits?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I want Gion's handsome dead friend to join us.
Oh my gosh, he's not dead. He's just not here.
I'm not dead.
They never said he died. They just said he disappeared. There's a difference.
He was never seen from again.
What did you think of the swimsuits, though? Just out of curiosity, did you have any opinions on it?
let me take a quick look, refresh your brain.
All right, we're gonna
she got no shoes.
avoid-
Oh yeah, that was one comment I had when I first saw it. I was like, she ain't got no shoes.
Well, she's about to jump in the water.
I know, but it's just like you're gonna run around the world with her with no shoes.
Oh yeah.
And you're gonna cut up your feet. Oh, that's very pretty though. I like the sheer part of her top and the gold accents, the pretty ornate necklace that's gonna get lost in the ocean like Kim Kardashian's diamond. I don't know if those who know. Can we keep going? Oh, I like the cutouts on the bodice. Very nice. Oh, the side cutouts are nice. Oh, the laurel on the side, little leaves on the side.
Yeah. That actually is pretty cool.
That's very pretty. It's a pretty bathing suit. Like, you can't be mad at it. It's a one piece.
Now, I will say some people weren't too happy with the fact that her hair didn't change. They were saying like they would have liked for her to have a different hairstyle, like an updo probably or something.
But if she's fighting with her fighting type and the way her hair changes crystal, it would kind of depreciate from her actual fighting animations. So it would be like if her hair's up and she crystallizes, that's a big part of you knowing she's crystallized is her hair. So if it's up, it'll be more obscured and harder to see when you're actually fighting.
Yeah,
so I can get that from a design perspective, since this isn't just an outfit. She would be fighting in it, essentially.
Now, I will say, the water gun is one thing that a lot of people wanted. I
been cool.
did as well. I was hoping we would get a water gun because there is a character in Punishing Gray Raven. Nate, you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you saw it.
I did.
Yeah, Lee Hyperreal. Let me see. Lee Hyperreal.
Yeah, we can hear your keyboard through the headphones. That's so crazy.
We can?
Yeah, we can hear tit.
Oh yeah. It's because of this
That's so crazy.
swimsuit.
I was wondering if Pavlova is the conductor and Cristoforo is the playwright, kind of what Scar call name or theme. It's just Scar. Scar.
Let me see. Where would I go to find PGR?
The Marred one.
Moveset.
Demi was like, it's just Scar.
All right, let's switch it over to the scene.
Yes, we got his OG skin free when he came out. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so this was his OG skin.
Don't understand.
Or this was his swimsuit skin.
Get cut on some rocks or something.
I mean, he's a scuba diver. It's possible, or a free diver. It looks like actually.
He's a clumsy one. Don't
it's
track
not free,
sharks.
but yeah. But I say I'm trying to figure out. Does it show more? Is there not more? It doesn't look like there's more. Let's see.
He said, "That's a no for me. That's a no for me, dog."
I tried to find like VFX. Blue Ocean, Lee Hyperreal. Maybe this one. Victory pose. That's just the victory pose. This should not be this hard to find. Okay. I think this is it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. This should be it. So yeah, he comes in.
Oh shoot! Oh yeah, he has water effects. There he is. That's pretty sick. Man, that would have been cool to put.
Yeah, no,
Especially with his gun, like it's just like her.
Yeah, exactly.
You could have just did this, we would have been fine.
And the thing about it is too, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like the only argument I can think of is like, oh, they didn't want to make a super expensive skin because they were putting out two.
Maybe.
And it was, like, I don't know. Like instead of making two expensive skins.
I like outfits or skins that give fighting effects. Like when Genshin did the D-Loop skin with the different bird alt animation, I thought that was really nice touch. I was like, I wish y'all did this for every skin, because like, okay, that's music. But yeah, I thought that would have been nice to add to everything. And if you're gonna pay for a 5-star skin, I don't see why not, personally.
Yeah, I would say that was a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like to come annoy light sometimes. Oh my gosh. Let me see. It looks like it's underwater. Exactly. Yeah. I was wondering if Orlova is the conductor and Christopher was the playwright. Kind of what Scar's call name or theme. Yeah. Oh, what is his theme?
I was just saying, it's Scar.
Yeah, it's just to be Scar.
It's just Scar, the marred one.
So I feel like that's because they have some ties specifically to Resonator. Mm-hmm. Scar, on the other hand, might not.
Maybe.
Because I guess the idea here is the question is like, is the entire Fraxidus in on this like whole performance, or is it just these two in particular? I feel like it's a little bit early to say. I also heard they cost gulp $30.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that's a lot for no VFX, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I would have been more comfortable with like 20.
Yeah.
$20 for
even
both.
That's a little much. Oh, for both?
Yeah. No. $20 for a skin actually is not considered a lot in this economy. Exactly.
I have a song recommend if you like.
He told me by Night Timbo it's copyright free. Oh, okay, got you.
This better not be a trap, Goku.
I know, right? I'll have to listen to it first. But no, Watermelon, yeah. I just joined the game in February. What I have to now is Phoebe, Zani, Camellia, all good characters. That's the one with Sig and Genshin with Sig. Unfortunately, I lost on 50-50s on Changli and Shorekeeper. Yeah. Verena is really good though. Verena is still a really strong character. So, you know.
So if PGR skins are $30 with effects, then there's no excuse. Nah, for real. It kind of makes.
Yeah, there's this. So she has all the tassels basically, and then the tassels burn off. It's kind of hard to fully see it, but it's not really anything too crazy. It's just like yeah.
She got the Laurel.
That's basically the outfit.
Well.
So.
Why do people love the swimsuit so much? It's not combat fit. It does. Listen. That's why I already made this point. It's weird that you fight with no shoes on because you're in a swimsuit.
It's a fantasy world, though. That's why I don't make a big deal about it. But yeah.
And then we know as women, we know we can't do much in a swimsuit without getting like a wedgie or like.
It's for the waifu effect. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically the point. It's summer, so that's why I don't make a big deal about it. If they started releasing swimsuit outfits in the fall or the winter, then I would be like, okay, y'all, this is a bit much.
It's like, have you ever battled with a swimsuit? Exactly. I mean, hopefully not by choice, you know, but if you had to fight a shark, you gotta fight the shark.
But anyway, back to the actual showcase. So
you're not too late, Kaizen. We're still kind of.
Hey, what's up, Kaizen? Honest conversation about Genshin and WuWa. We haven't gotten there yet. We were just checking this out. We're about to though, so you're not too late.
No, we said we need Zani in a bunny outfit. Why did I low key imagine that in my head like it? That's weird. I was like,
honestly, in a bunny outfit that would be kind of funny.
That'd be kind of cute.
I remember the good old days when I won a 20v1 in a swimsuit. Hey.
The good old days.
The good old days. Back when our knees were better.
Right. Hey, little daddy.
What time is it there? It is 4:57.
Little daddy legs.
Swimsuit outfits are kind of strange to be fighting in. Yeah, like I said, it's you know, in a game where we will likely get a bunch of different outfits, I don't really make that big a deal. Like, there'll be a swimsuit outfit, and then there'll be like a, I don't know, throw some traditionally Chinese character into some urban wear or something.
It was 3 a.m.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
3 a.m. Oh my gosh.
What are you doing? Night out.
But yeah, so that actually looks like a charge attack right here. Actually.
Yeah, it does.
You see how you see how like the sword, she like kind of brings it up to the middle, and then they like, I guess, combine, and then she. Yeah, I love that so much. And then, like I said, the music is just really good. Go, plunge. Yeah, it's so weird trying to figure out. I think the thing that I'm most excited for releasing cartethiya is the fact. Oh, Tassin Mark, okay. Somebody sold this to me, all right? Somebody sold me on their appeal. Like, I was gonna get it all ready, but it's like, in terms of like how excited I was.
I'm sorry, my skin just started falling.
Yeah. The way that they sold it to me was this. Encore, but limited. Because Encore has a transformation when she ults.
Yeah.
And you essentially get 2 different movesets. And I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm sold. I'm sold.
And she transformed a little bit.
Encore on steroids?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bidex, you're the one I think who said it.
Yes.
And I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm sold now.
That's all you have to do.
Her ult is literally Bianca's ult. Bianca is also Salon's favorite character. Oh, interesting. You mean her second ult is Bianca's ult? Well, actually, I guess technically when she ults, she transforms one time. Well, does she transform? She doesn't transform. But when she ults, yeah, technically it is a little bit different. And then you build up to another ultimate, yeah. Playing the S2 cartethiya, then S6 on rerun. Oh, shoot. I'm going to S2 and call it a day.
Right. Goku, I'm sorry that your sleep schedule was destroyed. I hope that you can get back on track. It takes a little bit of discipline and effort, but I hope you can do it for your sake.
Cube Cartethiya's attack is in her kit. I'm not sure, is it? She even has Bianca's sword waves. I love her so much. Yeah, true.
I'm looking forward to this character being released.
Your time has long passed.
And
I'm looking forward to the whole
Denodian
thing. Also, did you see this? I don't know if you saw this.
You say you're pulling for Lupa?
The Summer Games Fest trailer that they put out.
Oh, wait, did I see that?
Every hero's tale begins with a trial. But the true lead of the story has yet to emerge. Whatever's coming next cannot be easy.
I will never forget my cause.
What is more compelling to you?
Just as he once came to me, filling that dark tower with light.
What happened while I was out?
No.
Questions.
So I hear you're looking for someone?
The victors show no mercy to the defeated. People here despise
Oh, you
weakness,
saw it?
worship
No,
strength, and
the
crave
architecture is-
glory.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I never doubted that he would end up here.
I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
So, yeah, you didn't see this.
He said, "Whoopee." He just casually shows
Yeah,
up.
this was like one of the
This time.
sickest intro. Like,
Curious.
Honestly,
What
Fred
ending?
Lover
he
gets
is
on my
so
nerves.
cool. But look at this detail.
Yeah.
This is Scars.
Yeah, it is.
Scar created this
The card.
card
The
portal
card gate.
thing. Not gonna lie, I need more Abby in my story. For real, though.
I need a plushie.
Yeah, they actually came out with one. I don't know when it's gonna
Is
be
it
available.
a good one?
It looks interesting. I think the head shape was. I'll let you. You see it and let me know.
Hi, Max.
Hey, what's up, Max? For Lova Spotted, yeah. Second of this anniversary. I can't wait. It's only 2 days. I know.
Oh man, I'm excited for this to come out. I feel like I have a really bad take, but like
All right, y'all. Hot takes incoming. What is it?
I can't wait for Pavlova to be defeated. Like
Oh, really?
she gets on my nerves.
Oh, shoot!
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Cause I don't like how cocky she is.
Yeah, how
I don't- I
stuck
hate-
up and pretentious
I
she
hate
seems.
pretentious villains. I'm just like, oh, I just want to punch you. Like,
Oh gosh.
it's like Mean Girl. Like, oh, you thought you beat me? Actually, you were doing exactly what I wanted you to do. I'm just like, oh, don't make me fight you.
This light spin facts. Oh, that's crazy.
I'm sorry if y'all really like her.
How does this light feel about playable evil characters? Oh, okay.
I actually don't mind playable evil characters because I feel like the thing is with every
Just for the clarity, I love Frolova's design.
Yeah.
I love that as a musician myself, she's got the music theme. I'm very much looking forward to her. I have a different opinion on her.
Right.
But
I don't hate.
no, listen, it's okay.
No,
You
but
can have
listen,
your
I don't
opinion. It's
hate her.
okay.
I think she's a cool looking character. She serves her purpose. But like as a person, if I were to interact with her, I probably wouldn't punch her.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
okay,
legit, I'll be
okay.
like, don't smugly look at me while I'm trying to thwart the end of the world, and you're making it happen, and then you're just like, ooh, oh, you think you got me? Oh, never mind. Like I was like, so annoying. But I think playable evil characters are necessary. I think it helps with the story feeling real, but also I guess if depending on how you use them, because in this kind of game it's kind of like if you do play a person who is evil, they need to have some sort of like redeemable moment before they're playable. I feel like, because then it's kind of weird if you're trying to defeat the like, say they're still evil and they're playable, and like say for instance Pavlova is playable, and Prolova. I'm sorry, I cannot. I call her Pavlova, which is a dessert. It's really funny. I don't do it on purpose, but it just, that's where my head goes. And just imagine if you play as Frolova, sorry. If you play as her, and then you get to the end of the game, and then there's still like the Fraxis is still a thing, and she's still part of the Fraxis, and you use her to fight the Fraxis, and it's just like, haha, that's a little bit weird. That's a little bit weird. But if she was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna be evil anymore, and then she becomes playable, then that makes sense for the game.
Yeah, some people don't want her to not be the bad guy still, because it's just like, there's this thing of like, where's the weight? If every single time we see an enemy, they're just going to be good at the end.
Right.
Like, they essentially want some people to just stay bad. They don't want them to be redeemed, essentially.
Right, exactly.
For the sake of the story.
I like it when villains can be redeemed. Because everyone's, like, villains are sometimes made from certain circumstances. So sometimes if that circumstance is like, oh, we fixed it, and they're no longer evil, that's fine. But if you're just evil just for the sake of being evil, then there might not be any way to make you good. You know what I mean? I mean, Rover was evil before. I mean, I don't. What?
No, wait.
I'm gonna say
when was Rover evil?
When did that happen? Bad guys usually are elite. Ooh, cool mock take.
What if they become the Team Rocket, the unending rivalry?
Well, that's fine, because like it's one thing like that. It's like Deadpool, for instance. Like Deadpool is not like he's a chaotic, neutral kind of character. He's not like, oh, I'm gonna be a good person. I'm gonna be like a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man character. No, but he has a weird moral code, but he's also not trying to end the world. Like he's like that's fine. Rivalries are fine. Even if you guys don't get along with the main character, you're fine. But if you're trying to end the world and I have to stop you, you're a villain. Like, we're not rivals. You're evil.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm okay with playing as bad guys, even if they stay evil, just because of the fact I separate the fight from the story.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, right?
It's just weird.
If I'm fighting to get boss mats from the Fleur-de-Lis boss, and I use cartethiya to fight her. You know what I'm saying? Like, or in Genshin, if you use child to beat child. That doesn't make sense either. But it's a thing we do.
At least Scaramouche got, like, redeemed, and now when he's Hat Guy, you know?
Anyway.
That was weird. Anyway, like, Cocolia from HSR are evil the whole time, but she was never playable.
Yeah, it's like, it basically requires them to die.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the thing you could do is you can make them evil, and then, yeah, like, Scaramouche would be one example where it's like they technically...
Now we're being child with Skirk. Exactly. Now we're just gonna walk up in there in the golden, whatever it's called again. I can't remember all the names.
Golden what?
The golden pavilion, wherever the Morax money is.
Oh yeah. I don't remember it either,
just walk up in there and beat up child with Skirk and be like, bad.
Yeah.
Smack him out.
Bad.
Bad.
The characters taught to the players, Rover would be odd with a villain.
Would be when the characters talk to the players, it would be odd with a villain. Yeah, exactly. It would be odd, like just casually shooting a breeze with somebody that, like, hey, we're supposed to be finding you and defeating you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's weird. I don't.
So basically, just you prefer
area.
They just don't be made playable.
It's a gray area for me. Honestly, it depends on how it's done.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It is a weird thing, but like, for example, in Street Fighter, you can play as enemies.
Yeah, but that's a fighting game. This is a linear story game.
Yeah.
Like this, it's like, okay, so like I have a game where Inuyasha is a fighting game and you can play as Naraku, but it's not. But I have a linear story game for Inuyasha and you cannot play as Naraku because you're going to defeat Naraku.
Yeah.
It's different.
I got you. Yeah, I mean, I think there's the best way to do it is by just not making. Basically, have the characters, like the bad guy, like Frolova, make girl Frolova.
Make girl.
The bad girl Frolova. Just make it to where they're like indifferent.
Okay.
So they're not necessarily like pure evil.
Make girl do thing.
Make girl do thing. Oh my god.
Atlantis said, "Yo, just
hey, what's up, Horizon?" My man, where have you been? Unfortunately, I have one more week of exams, so I gotta go passing by to say hello. As always, have you seen Amanda today?
Yeah, Amanda.
Not. I mean, seen? No. I was been just working on content and stuff.
Ooh, sorry, my headphone.
Yeah, Wanderer is basically a new person with the memories. Yeah, basically, yeah. It's like a whole new life, essentially.
Exactly.
Like he quote unquote died.
He erased himself from everyone's memories, like except for us. Well, we had a whole story to figure that out.
Well, yeah, I was more so saying like, for all intents and purposes,
Yeah, Scaramouche died.
He died. Scaramouche died, and
Hat Guy remained.
And Hat Guy remained. Exactly.
We have to say Hat Guy because that's the or Wanderer. Hat Guy or Wanderer is the only like across the board name.
Exactly.
Considering how they did that, which was weird, but hey.
Yeah, she streamed this morning. Yeah. I heard that I saw the message that she did stream this morning. I did see that.
True. I like gladiator storylines. I think those are interesting. I wonder how they're gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I like the idea of like a competition.
Yes.
To take from Giga. Tournament Orc! Exactly.
Just to find out isn't evil at all and actually a really good person. I'm expecting her to be super evil.
And just wait. Frosty, is that the continuation of something? I don't think she's gonna be redeemed though. I don't see a reason for them to be redeemed. Honestly, playable, yes. Redeemed now. The story does look like it's gonna happen. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen. And just to find out already somebody isn't evil at all and actually a really good person, I was expecting her to be super evil.
Yeah.
No. Like the thing about it is, for me, I personally I would be totally okay if she stays evil.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm okay with that.
It. We'll see if she's playable as a result.
But I will say, I think there's a lot of like. Okay, here's a theory, right? What if she herself isn't evil, but she is? Oh shoot! I just had a thought.
You had a thought. What about the Yu Yu Hakusho?
I just had a lore thought. Oh my gosh! What if she herself isn't evil, but she is being controlled?
In a way where she's not able to control her own body, or that she's being like forced to do something with blackmail or like collateral.
Potentially both, but yeah, like
she seems too happy to do it. Personally,
essentially because of the whole Hecate thing. Like, what if the Hecate situation? Because we saw, right? We see here. Let me show you. We see here, right?
As doom looms over Resonator.
She seems like she was chilling.
A living soul who slumbers in the netherworld. Lost.
Looks like she was chilling here, trying to like, making friends, all that stuff, right? I think she was trying to get away from her calling in a way. Where it's like she was, like it says, lost in the tides of reveries. So she's trying to get away from her calling, but then
in the tides of reveries. Pulled in by nostalgic music of homeland, she stumbles her way across the world beyond.
She doesn't look happy. No, but then if you look in the water,
she is happy.
She looks insane, like demented.
She looks like it looks like her face is either has blood on it or there's cracks on her face.
Blood. That's blood.
Yummy.
Yeah, because there's blood on her arm too. So it might be the case that she is like, I don't know if sleeper agent is the right word.
Or she's bipolar. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she could be bipolar.
But like maybe she has split personalities or some sort of mental split. It says, if we don't have this Sparta moment, I will be sad.
Same.
No, for real. Someone gets kicked down a hole. This is great.
This game really likes reflections. Yeah, they really do.
Yeah, they really do. Legit. At least in this.
I don't get it either, Daniel.
Yeah.
I don't get why people hate Wanderer that much either, to be honest.
I like him.
Honestly, the control type of evil seems like a cop-out to me. I mean, it's possible, but I'm just saying, like, it could be the case that maybe she made a deal with the devil or something. Like, she has ties to Hecate, who's like the queen of the underworld.
I would prefer her more so being duplicitous rather than being controlled.
Or maybe something happened. I don't know. Like, maybe she's evil because something happened.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Farlova equals Camellia.
Observer.
In a way, maybe.
At the end
It's
of
giving
the
the same
Wuthering
energy.
of late, the name Wuthering Waves is reflected as opposed to the wave motion. Yeah, you're right. You were just talking about that. Where they put it in this most recent combat showcase, and they showed this. So, let me
Farlova's having
see.
fun. That's all it is.
All right, so we're gonna do one more thing, everybody. Then we're gonna get into the conversation.
Yeah. No doubt.
But yeah, this is what we were talking about.
Yeah, this is what I was mentioning earlier.
Apparently, they put some stuff out.
Frosty said, "Wonder's alright, but weak."
Yeah, he is weak. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Okay, so new region preview. Interesting. Okay, cool. Didn't get a chance to see this, so we're gonna check this out.
I see Colmock's comment. I'm gonna be disappointed they de-dangerfied Farlova. Like,
Oh yeah.
I can get that.
Life lessons. Do you believe or know if we will get a bow character in Wuthering Waves? Man, I have my wish of someone like Archer. I mean, it's possible,
If they're a bow character,
but they won't be. Yeah, they'll probably be like a rectifier.
Yeah, because they have their the standard weapon types.
Yeah.
That each one is going to slot into. They're not going to. I don't think they're going to make a new one, but they'll have somebody in that, just like Genshin did with the whole like melee character who's just a catalyst user or a gun.
I mean, it could be a gun.
They have gun
It's
users,
just
yeah.
like.
But it'd be weird if you have a gun and then you whip out a bow.
Yeah, like you have a gun, but you're like, but no, my bow.
It's usually a sword character or like someone who has a melee weapon would whip out a bow for long range. I think that would make sense because it's just like, oh, it's kind of like Child's like, oh, I use a spear, but I also use a bow.
He uses a lot of different weapons
Yeah,
because he has that, like those kind of hand
Well,
swords.
that's what I'm getting at.
Or whatever. Yeah. All right, so this is the place.
Is this where you're moving in?
All for glory, fear no death. Like Raguna, Septimont is a city-state of Resonator, though its people revere not divinity, but heroes of flesh and blood. Famed for the gladiators, the city of glory is hosting the Great Agon, a grand championship held once every 4 years. Now, the thing that I think is actually kind of interesting, I feel like I figured out a potential flaw to Septimont.
Oh, what?
So y'all check this out. In Septimont, right? Roshia's gauntlets are just masks. Don't think it's a big deal. No, like I said, I think there's a lot of potential that they could do for sure. I mean, the fact that Chacona is a gun user, yet
I did not guess that at all.
I feel like at this point they're making them those weapons just so it's easier for people like to pull or something.
Right.
Maybe.
My arrows travel faster than my bullets.
My arrows travel faster than my bullets.
This isn't working.
Yeah. Like, I guess they're like, we have speed and then we have power.
Right.
But my thoughts in terms of like the story and the concepts for Septimont is that I feel like there's a potential flaw. Said flaw being, they said that they praise power and they despise the weak. In Septimont. So it might be the case that becomes a potential like plot point in the future where it's just like this despising of the weak. Maybe there might be like some, I think in my opinion Raguna is built off of trauma.
Wow.
The fact that people
Raguna specifically?
Yeah, Raguna specifically. Okay. They follow the order because they've been traumatized.
Oh, so they need something to look to.
So yeah, so they were traumatized by the Dark Tide. Hey, what's up, Uncode? How you doing?
Uncode.
They were traumatized by the Dark Tide because we saw this in the Forbidden Archives quest where we were confronting an Alkalite and basically saying like, you know that they tamper with the scriptures and you're still following them, and she's like, oh no, they have our best interests at heart. After the Dark Tide everybody was really scared, blah blah blah, and the Order is the one who saved us. So it's just like they're only doing that because they have everybody's best interests at heart. So they're traumatized, right? That's kind of their issue. Septimont in some ways might also be traumatized, but the way that they've figured out a way to fix it is by just
being strong,
elevating strength. But it says despising the weak.
Yeah, because the weak is like, it's kind of like hating the weak link. Like if you're only as strong as your weakest link, so if you are weak, you are putting us in danger because we are as strong as our weakest link.
Yeah, but it also, on top of that though, there's this concept of like, because you're despising the weak, it also creates like this weird sense of like, I think about it kind of like in a way of like Japan, right? Where they have like a really bad epidemic over there where like people are like, they feel this insane amount of pressure to succeed.
Oh yeah.
To the point where they get like super depressed.
Oh yeah.
Also, they could probably be a lot of self-hate because they're like, if you hate weakness and then you have weakness,
like,
and there's a societal hate of weakness. Maybe you're strong, but you have some other weakness. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
So yeah, that's just something I'm thinking.
Goku said, "Which country do you guys live in?" And also, I see if you see Colada reveal trailer, you can see where that gun comes out.
Oh my gosh,
that sucks. Yeah. What country do we live in?
We live in the U.S.
We live in America.
Yeah, we live in the U.S.
I need to get a little break.
Oh.
Is it okay, babe?
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
No, you're fine.
Feel free to show them things that I don't know about.
Got you. All right, let's check this out then, everybody. We'll check this out, and then after this, we're gonna have that conversation. Area events: the Everglorious Summit Area Exploration Event. The streets of Septimont are teeming with life. Travelers from near and far are gathered in their finest for the Great Agon. Go explore Septimont in this time of celebration. Taste the bitterness of defeat and joy of triumph in the competition, and experience the glory of the arena amidst stunning landscapes. Rewards! Online resident. Imagine we reach Septimont and find out they also have little dinosaurs and everybody actually lives in peace and friendship. Is magic. That's funny. I doubt it, but you know what? You can dream. Spain here. 500. Okay, I guess. So where's the Genshin talk? Are we talking about how Augustus looks better than Motorcycle Girl? No. So we're going to discuss the future for the games. We're going to discuss kind of our opinions about the direction that the story is going, our potential gripes about the directions that the story are going, and ultimately to how they're different games, and how they're different, what makes them different, and some of the issues that I've seen with like the comparisons. That's essentially like the comparisons between the two games. So those are some of the things we're going to discuss. First, grab your skill button. Well, our Inferno Rider looks better than Motorcycle Girl. Oh my gosh, and Code, I'm done. I don't think Mabuika looks bad. I just think she's not suited for the region. Specifically suited for the region as an Archon. I don't think her design looks bad in general. Yeah, it looks out of place. Yeah, that's kind of my thing. Like, if she wasn't the Archon, I'd have more leeway. Like Chaska, for example. She's like a cowgirl, like the whole place where the flyers are, right? It's like a Western. It looks like a just throw a bunch of things together. To be honest, it's actually interesting because that was one of the issues that people had with 2.0 for Wuthering Waves, where the developers addressed it. They were saying it felt like the place didn't have a consistent theme for 2.0, like Raguna. I personally thought it was cool because I was like, oh, all these cool places. I actually thought the same with Genshin. But the cowboy thing did throw me off a bit because I was thinking, okay, we're at least trying to stick with like some degree of tribalism. I don't know.
Okay.
It just threw me off a little bit. That was all. But point being, because of that's what they were doing, I would have been fine if she had that design not the Archon. But when you look at the chiefs of each tribe and then you see her, she didn't feel like a culmination of that nation.
One of these things is not like the other.
Yeah. Her zipper is the problem. Yeah, a lot of people aren't. I'm uber duper excited for my beloved Scar. Set my man free. He served his sentence.
He set my man free. He ain't do nothing. Free my man Scar.
He didn't do nothing. Septimont Travel Atlas. Your journey through the uncharted lands is chronicled. But for Wuthering Waves specifically, they did say that was something they were going to improve. Presumably 2.4 is that. Maybe. Or that's probably something that will happen in 3.0, but we'll see. Anyways, Kuro gave very wild surprises. I don't think Augusta will look anything like any versions of Himiko / Mabuika. Oh yeah, no. Your journey throughout uncharted lands is chronicled within the pages. Now you have reached the City of Glory, where secrets of the past wait for the right hands to bring them to light. Okay, uncovering past heroes, photo collection event. Got it. Clouds above bear witness to echoing battle cries. The wild lands remember the footsteps of the warriors. Rushing currents carry the fiery passion of the brave. Here, every corner holds shining tributes to the glorious history. The towering cities, spires, and mighty walls forged by the people of Septimont stand as enduring proof of their strength and resolve. At the harbor, you meet a quarreling father and daughter. Okay, yeah, we read that. All right, main quest, Shadow of Glory. She vanished in the inverted tower, following the traces she left behind. You arrive at Septimont, one of Rita City. So yeah, apparently we're connected with her because we like resonated with the Sentinel. So, traces she left behind. You arrive at Septimont, one of the city-states steeped in glory and fame for gladiatorial traditions. Cities hosting the Great Agon, a grand championship. This is what I'm excited about, actually. Yet beneath the grandeur, shadows stir. Multiple factions move in secret. I love that when there's like a bunch of different like moving parts.
Each with their hidden agenda.
Exactly. To uncover the truth, you form a temporary alliance with contender Lupo. Okay, that keyword temporary. Interesting. Keyword. Together you set your sights on the championship. Now this is chapter 2. So the way that they're doing it actually is they're gonna have one part of the story and one part of the patch, and the second part and the next part of the patch.
Right.
Which is kind of what we talked about, everybody.
Right.
Do y'all hey, what's up, Electrophobia? How you doing?
Hey, Discard as well.
Hey, what's up? And Zolto as well. Do you all remember we talked about this idea of like having a main story split apart? Like we talked about like in Black Shores, for example, it would have been cool if like in the first half one thing happened and in the second half something else happened. Or in the first half one thing happens with Mount Firmament. And then the second half, something else happens. So technically no companion quest is patch, right? I'm just looking at this, but it's possible.
Right. Also, you said, I wonder if Rover can sense Jinxi's location as well. I wonder if it's like within a certain range.
Jinxi, I think not the same, no. I don't think that's the same thing.
It's not the same.
I think it has something to do with the nature of the resonance. I could be wrong, though. I need to look back at what their justification for that was. They mentioned it at the beginning of the live stream. They mentioned it like at the very beginning. Yeah, sorry, that was loud. Let's see.
不成是七丘的人把卡地夏抓我们身后的大决斗场的所成了闹腾的布大王，跟赞尼一起解决了黑街里的纠纷。我们还和夏空一同找到了埋藏在黄金之歌背后的秘密。但是就在最近，卡地西亚突然失踪了，而他的频率飘往了七丘的方向，也就是我们身后的大决斗场的所在地。
七丘，
我记得在拉古纳听人提到过，七丘也是林纳西塔的一个城邦。 难不成是七丘的人把卡地夏抓走了？具体的情况还是要到七丘才能够调查清楚。但我们在七丘人生地不熟，找起来会不会有些困难？别担心，现在的漂泊者和卡地西亚身上都有着睡主因白拉多的频率，借助着这种同频的联系。
Well, actually, no, yeah, it says they both share whatchamacallit.
I love her earrings.
在漂泊者和卡地西亚身上都有着睡主因白拉多的频率，借助着这种同频的联系，即使卡地西亚被卷入了远处的纷争。
So that should mean that he could also
with
feel
Genshin,
though.
Yeah, it's possible. I think the thing about it is,
or he can only do one at a time.
The only different one of the differences is that, excuse me, unlike Jue, Imperator has the ability to split. Right?
Okay, yeah.
So it's possible that the specific frequencies, right, are split because we don't necessarily have Joy's frequencies.
Yeah, okay.
We never got Joy's frequencies. We got the Dreamlet. We started with Spectro, actually. Now you could say, well, maybe we got Joy's frequencies in the past, but we just don't know. Because normally what we do is we resonate with the Thronodians. We don't resonate with we resonated with like Dreamless / Overthrax, which is what gave us Havoc. We never actually resonated with Joy on screen.
Technically, she is the resonator for the Thronodians.
Yeah.
And
but the thing is,
isn't.
But the thing is, we got that sword. That's how we got sword. Arrow.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the interesting thing about it. Like, we got the sword. So I think the reason why we have Arrow to begin with is because technically the Thronodian, because it intermingled with the Imperator. I guess because it took the Imperator's body, it had Imperator's arrow power, I guess.
Sure. Looked Water, welcome. First time chat.
Hey, what's up, Looked Water?
How you doing?
From what I've heard, Galbrina is quite expected, but for me, I like the last three. Oh, what's the last three? Sun, Moon, Chue Yuan. So far, Rover has been resonating with Threnodians.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like the Threnodian, because it was merged with the Sentinel, might be the reason why we have that. Also, the fact we got the arrow power when we started using basically cartethiya as a sword.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna use you as a sword.
On some what's that anime called?
On some Soul Eater?
Soul Eater type stuff, yeah. I think why Rover resonated with Dreamless was because they said it was Rover's power. Well, I mean, it's really Abby. Abby's like the one who really kind of call it so far.
Abby's fault.
Abby seems like the one calling the shots in terms of how we get powers. I think the cartethiya might have been a special case, but it's hard to say right now, honestly. I feel like we don't have enough information to like draw a complete picture.
Right. Like for me, I was kind of stuck in the bubble of what was happening in Raguna, not the bigger picture of like the Threnodians and the Sentinels and Abby.
I don't think it's possible to get a second awakening without a Sentinel like being. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, it requires a Sentinel to do second awakening.
Should we start?
At least so far, anyway.
Conversation.
Yeah. So we're just gonna finish this real quick. So okay, we got that.
New location.
The cool thing is we're getting two main stories back to back, which is kind of interesting considering the conversation we had with Sleepy recently. Because we were literally saying, oh, two main stories back to back would probably be what you would look for. But yeah, Titan Bone Expanse. All right, we saw this place. We talked about it. This place, Mournfell Canyon, is really interesting. You can see like the sky
looks like
is dripping.
Lupa's spot right there.
Lupa?
Yeah, because it's red.
Oh wow.
Sorry, it's very shallow.
Border Mountains, Ashen Dragon's Crypt. This place looks amazing. Capitoline Foothills. I think one of the things too about this that's interesting is that it's very different than Raguna, right? A lot of people were saying, "Oh, Raguna looks too bright and cheery." And it's just like,
but they're supposed to. That's on purpose.
Yeah, I know.
That's what they're trying to make. Like, there's no war in Ba Sensei.
Exactly what I've been saying. There's no war in Ba Sensei.
That's why it looks the way it does. You're supposed to think that the Sentinel's blessing it so much when underneath the surface it's fake, and all y'all are being sacrificed to a freaking dragon. Like.
Yeah, exactly. It's the whole concept of the carnival.
Yeah.
Where it's just like you take off the mask.
Exactly.
The mask is supposed to be, the whole place is an analogy.
Exactly. It's a mask. Raguna in itself is a mask.
It's a mask for Renacita, basically.
The beautiful gilded church that sits on a hill with the beautiful wings of the Sentinel covering you from all harm. But you going to Pilgrim's Hill. You going to Pilgrim's Hill. You going to Pilgrim's Hill. Don't say that out loud.
Sell the Pilgrim's Hill.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so this is definitely a change. Titan Bone, cannot find that back in this VOD. It's not in this VOD. It was... Shoot, I want to say it was yesterday, or not yesterday, but like 2 VODs ago that we were talking about all this stuff, like with like the Septimont lore. It was like the past 2 VODs. There's some information from China that we got about this stuff, and so we were just kind of discussing that there. I will be uploading stuff like that, these types of conversations that if you miss it, on my More Life Lessons channel. It's in the bio of this current channel.
Hiya, Cynthia.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, what's up, Cynthia? It's been a long time. It has. It has.
Cynthia.
So it makes more sense for it to look brighter and different from 1.0. Also, Theronian Threat hasn't been in the people's faces. So exactly. They literally told us before we got here. And people were like, oh man, Wuthering Waves isn't going the dark route that I wanted it to go. It's just like, bro, the story just started, man. The story literally just stared.
Honestly,
like it's a build up. If you ever played an RPG, like a JRPG, you go to like a you know, what do they call it? Like a it's not non-confrontational, a non-imposing town. Usually start like some little random, you know, town where everything's kind of going good, and then the Fire Nation attacks. The Fire Nation hasn't attacked yet. Technically in this story it actually already attacked, but you get my point. Like from a narrative perspective, the Fire Nation just hasn't attacked. That doesn't mean it won't attack.
Right.
So Anyway, so banners never fall. These events look pretty cool. I remember us looking at these. Hazardous close pose great danger to the higher glory levels. Yeah. Okay. I remember they were talking about that. Counterattacking, dodging, and attacking combat helps. Hero slash. Okay, that looks cool. You're above the city.
It's giving Fruit Ninja.
Fruit Ninja? Oh, wow, you're right. Draw your sword as a hero. Complete the quick slash challenge to obtain rewards. That looks fun. Hero's Rend. Gather recollections of heroes to charge the hero's legacy. Armor. Use the powerful hero's Rend to destroy the nearby. Oh.
Okay, I see you.
Okay, that's actually pretty sick. Underground Flake Shell.
Okay. Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes.
Okay, that's cool. That looks like fun.
She looks really comfortable.
Judgment Cut. We got Cowgirls out with the hero's armor. Oh, true. Okay, that looks cool though. Glide on rails toward the destination and accumulate points in the process.
Those heels are the best. I know, right? Like, where do you get these shoes from, girl?
I'm telling you.
Let me find out.
Thermos bath. Invite your friends to join you. Very smart not to use mail rover. Very smart.
Very smart considering the conversations around them.
Yeah, they're like, yep, this is the women's bath.
Yeah, it's a women's bath. You know, we don't have co-ed.
Invite your friends to join you at this popular recreation facility in Capitoline Hill. Okay, cool. That looks like fun. It looks like fun.
Gathering wives. Yep.
There's actually so much in this patch that they didn't show. I believe it, yeah. For Romans, bath was a bath.
It's very similar to Japanese culture as well. Like, Romans had the public bathing culture, so does Japan. So, I mean, it's not uncommon, even in today's society, to have social bathing.
Yeah. Does Miss Life know about camellia brain rot? Oh my gosh.
Huh?
You know the meme, the camellia meme? I think I showed it to you. Let's see. Wuthering Waves Camellia. I'm pretty sure I showed it to you.
I might need a refresher. I'm one of those people who can only pack so much in my brain at one time.
I'm about to say, if it's not one of the first things I find...
Be careful about what you scrolling on.
I'm telling you.
No, I'm scared.
Okay, this one.
Oh, there I've seen that one.
Oh, look, it sticks. What a coincidence.
Hey!
We got Miss Sticks in the chat, or had Miss Sticks in the chat.
And now we have Sticks.
Yep, this is the camellia brain rot.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Exactly. All right, everybody. So, now it is time. Oh, Cynthia says something. Oh, turn to Axel?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. More videos to watch the match made in heaven. This is good for my soul. Oh, I just saw your video about people saying that WuWa has no lore. I liked your thoughts on that. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. And yeah, I don't want to be that person, but I did say we were gonna get there. Oh, talking about like in terms of this conversation, yeah. Game's way darker than people understand, but it's more subtle than the likes of PGR.
That camellia doesn't have eyebrows, everybody.
What's that?
That camellia doesn't have eyebrows, everybody.
Oh my gosh. We don't need to talk about that.
You shaved them off.
What is under the certain circumstances and underclocking to make you a pseudo-Thenodian? I was thinking of Hecate. Can make you a pseudo-Thenodian? That's a interesting thought. It's an interesting thought, but I can't say that I see that right now. I'm just gonna say doubtful, just because it's considering how they are created. I don't think that would work out. I mean, you can look at Calcoro, for example, but yeah. But anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes.
Wow.
There we go. All right, we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes. So today, everybody, we had a conversation last night, and I'm trying to think of something for the sake of background. Because technically, like I said, we're going to be discussing. So I guess what we could possibly do, we could start with Genshin. I guess.
It's your show.
I guess we could start with Genshin. What are we going to talk about today, everybody? We are going to talk about the difference, I guess is what I would say. The difference between Genshin and Wuthering Waves, because I think I'm noticing this trend where people are basically comparing these games a bit too much. Like, we're getting to a point where people are expecting them to be the same game, which is weird considering, like, on one end you have people basically saying, oh yeah, you know, this is just a Genshin copy. And then when the game tries to do things differently than Genshin, people say, oh, it should be like Genshin. I don't know, Liam, background music? Oh, that sounds like good. That sounds good. Let's see.
You can double up the tabs and just have one that's playing video and then the one other one just...
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. OSD, there we go.